All right, so we are going to talk about something that is truly reflective of what you can find when you shop on QVC. It is very unique. You're getting a lot for your money. It's from Kringle Express, which is QVC's very own brand. And you're going to see these Christmas sale prices. So take advantage of these Christmas sale prices. $27.99 will save you $26. 5 easy pays at $5.60. This is a shatterproof collection in which there's also that shatterproof wreath, and there's a shatterproof garland coming up a little bit later on as well, so you can keep that in mind. Let me quickly tell you, you're going to have the opportunity to be able to go ahead. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to have Michelle Stretch come in here. Since I couldn't get the word kickoff out, I'm a little worried about the rest of the show. So Michelle is here. I've known Michelle for a very long time. She brings us lots of things. She's an incredible creative designer that helps with a lot of our different brands. So, all right, my friend. So can I guess this is Snowflake?
You guessed right.
All right. So the blue one.
Yeah, and it does have that soft blue.
Yeah. Isn't that pretty? That would be your Snowflake, most limited in that. Next to that is going to be metallic?
Yes,
all right.
Absolutely right.
Silver and gold.
Silver and gold and champagne. Look at that, how pretty.
Really beautiful. Next to that will be jewel.
This is traditional.
That's traditional.
So,
okay.
and this one has the classic red and green for Christmas. And then you have a little bit of gold in that one as well. And yes to the jewel. Ellie and I were trying to name which jewels they would be. We're not versed in that department really, but they are bright and gorgeous.
Jewel tone.
Jewel tone. They truly are.
Jewel tone. And I heard from a lot of people, I saw it happen last year when I would go out to the stores and things like that. There's a lot of jewel tone in decorating.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything, and I think that's what's
bright.
nice.
You know, it's bright. You may see that around some of the QVC sets. I know Sean Killinger loves to decorate in those jewel tones, but these are great, and I love it. I love actually uttering the words Kringle Express right now because Christmas in July is so exciting.
I know, it is so fun.
Right?
I
haven't
can't
said
wait.
these words, but yeah, these are cool. So it's like having a Christmas tree without having a Christmas tree. It looks like a true cookie cutter Christmas tree cutout. And we did something so different here by hanging those beautiful differing ornaments in there. There's glitter details, there's texture there. Each one of them has a reindeer. And the nice thing about this too, you're seeing that up on a mantle, is that it is slender in this direction. This is about 3 3/4 inches this way. So if you want to put it, you know, on a mantle, on a thinner space, on your kitchen shelf, on the center of a table, and then you could see through there. And then, of course, we put the lights on it, too.
And I keep looking at this and thinking to myself, how many times in your life have you run into the situation where maybe someone's in a dorm room, maybe someone is not able to be home for Christmas and they have just a little space, but you want them to have a tree? This would be just perfect, because a lot of times the ones at the drugstore that you buy for that reason, they're around $30, and sometimes you don't even get ornaments on them, and they sure as heck don't look like this.
Yeah, and we've already
These
decorated these for you. You don't have to place anything on here. You're going to get it home. You know, it's just so pretty, and it's different. I think, you know, when we sit down as the Kringle team, you know, we discuss, let's build onto the collection. You might have some Kringle Express pieces. We want to keep the colors true, so if you have any of our shatterproof wreaths from years past, we keep the colors true to that, and the styles true to that, or our garlands, and maybe you want to add to your collection by adding this tree. It's really, really a cool piece. It's a conversation piece as well, and it's super easy decorating.
So just so everyone knows, this part feels like metal.
This is metal.
The tree is metal, and then it already has the lights.
The lights are already strung on there. There's 17 warm lights on there. So wait till you see how that looks in your home at night. We have the glitter detail. By the way, the little battery boxes in the bottom, they're battery operated, so there's nothing to plug in there. And there also is a 6-hour timer. I'm just going to tilt this up.
Yes.
There's that little battery box. It's tethered in. There's a button right there. It's on, off, or timer. You're going to place those batteries in there, and then it will turn on for you every night at the same time and stay on for 6 hours.
Even in a kid's room, what a beautiful and elegant tree for a kid's room, but maybe you want to put this in a guest room if family and friends are coming. You know, most popular is the traditional.
Oh, I
or
believe that.
Is the metallic, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Is the metallic.
That too.
Yeah. And the idea that these are shatterproof. They look like the glass ornaments that I grew up with that still to this day, you know, it breaks my heart, but, you know, ornaments are very vulnerable.
You know, Pat, I have a box of ornaments that are glass from my grandmother. I open the box every year, I look at it.
And then you don't
I
put
close
it,
the box because I don't want them breaking. But we used that same tradition here, but made that shatterproof. We added those little glitter details as well. You don't have to worry about it if this falls over. If a kid or a cat knocks it over, no problem.
Traditional now is most popular.
Okay.
So, and we're going to do a little bit of a light cue. So you can see, I'm going to move so that you guys can see behind.
Let me move this way too.
Look how pretty this would be.
Isn't that just lovely?
And if you're going to give it to someone as a gift, remember our holiday return policy is already in place. That means if for whatever reason it doesn't work for you, you don't open the box and you open it and there's something wrong with it. I hope not. But in case, you have through the last day of January to return it. And then we'll make it right for you, whatever that means. And that's 2026. So that's the beauty of it. I also love that, I mean, this color right here, this snowflake, is sort of that bluish silver color.
It's that gorgeous shimmer.
Right?
It really is. And they're about 20 inches tall, so there is some nice height there. About 13.5 inches this way, and then that nice slender design as well. So it is a nice presence there. Again,
got an idea for you next
easy
year.
decorated. What is that?
There's seven different ornaments on that. I was going to say there's one for every day of the week. You could do a very short Advent.
Oh my goodness.
Advent wreath the week.
You know what?
Before.
Now I'm thinking I will bring that idea back to the team.
Might not be that good of an idea.
No,
it's just a thought.
or even 12, the 12 days of
or the
Christmas,
12 days of
right?
Christmas.
And maybe the themed ornaments.
Better.
I like that.
Oh,
But you know,
I like that.
Well, you know what? We continue to evolve with this brand.
The cool thing.
We bring something, you know, year after year, but you know, we keep the tradition of how the line looks. So we keep the integrity of how those pieces are.
Very pretty in person. You're getting a lot for your money here. All right, here's your update. So the traditional, which is this one, all right, that's most popular. If you want the metallic, which would be your gold and silver, 300 there to go around. Snowflake, the blue one, fewer than 200, most limited on this. You're getting these all at clearance prices, not because no one liked them, but we're very limited, especially this time of the morning. I have a limited amount that we're able to share with you. So take advantage of it because these are absolutely beautiful in person. Even in a window, these would be.
I thought the same thing. I was thinking of a window, put it in the window, you can see them from inside and outside. I love it.
And you don't have to worry if anything, because they're shatterproof. So season to season to season. All right, Miss Michelle, don't go too far. I have got something coming up with her a little bit later on. Here's something I want to tell you about. You're going to